mic on here. So it triggered. So we're in. It didn't get that one, but it got this one.
Oh, that was quick.
So that's our running right now. We generally want at least a 3-to-1. So once it gets to there, we could take some profit.
Is that your demo?
No, this is live.
Damn.
So hit that 3-to-1. So we're gonna take some. I usually take 70%, but I'm gonna take 30. So I secured 30%, and then right there my stop. I'm gonna move it basically where I'm not gonna take a loss. So this one here, we traded back up into that consolidation, and it's ripping back. It probably went about a 2-to-1 as far as this setup. 1-to-1, 2-to-1. Yeah. If you got a better entry, definitely hold it. I still think it'd be worth it to hold it, but as bearish as the week is, I think that there's a lot of risk in doing that. You see how fast it turned?
It's already come back.
Yeah. So it just took that other one out. And this one didn't get triggered. Again. I'm gonna just put a little bit. We'll put 30% on right there, just in case. Worst case scenario, we'll just lose that. So dollar's not wanting to move much. NASDAQ broke that trend line. So we're getting some movement there. That was a clean setup right there at the fair value gap. Did anyone take any trades this morning? Other than US 30? Nash shorts. Nice. Yeah, this US 30 is definitely worrying me. The algorithm is seeing, looks like some longs and some shorts. We already took that previous monthly low. We at least tapped it, so hopefully we turn. If we do go bullish, I think we could at least take out that daily high. It's like a breaker high, so that's what we'd like to see. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult hold. I just, with as heavy as NASDAQ got, oh shit. Well, NASDAQ done rip back.
Yes,
Right
sir.
at that zone too.
I got him right there at because it hit the 4 hour order block right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was clean.
Dope. Yeah, US 30 looks like it's turning the opposite direction. They're going to be inverted today. Yeah, news just came out. who that is, but glad you got your 2%. The US 30 starting to run now. Nasdaq's, I would say that it's nice, but it just looks a little more choppy. There's been some volatility there, but if you're in the shorts, you're probably a little bit worried, and if you're in the longs, you're probably a little bit worried. So it's still a little mixed. S&P though, super clean. S&P does have very clean price action. So this is our breaker here. Yeah, you can see it took it out right here, where it actually triggered the breaker. And then we came back into 75%, broke through again, came back 75% again.
Damn, it came back. Did you get stopped out?
No.
Not yet.
Mm-mm. No, it's still running. The long got stopped out, but that was it. But yeah, it is hard to, like, when I do the flip, it's kind of tough to copy that over, you know? I need to start posting earlier, bro.
What? You get more likes?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, like Archie and the boys.
Look, it's coming all the way back up again.
Oh, damn. Damn, Archie got them whips, boy.
That's what happens when you raise $20 million for a fake Forex fucking scam.
I don't know why it's so
No,
sensitive.
no, your mouth hell of explosive. It exposes you.
Hmm.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, the mic's fire. The mic's fire though. Is it a new mic?
Nah. Um, the one for YouTube, yeah, but this mic is pretty much the same. Malcolm, you caught 30 at the low. Nice, bro. Kinda. I thought there was like something to it. I'm like, what is this? What's he trying to show me?
The NFL just released it. It's a new thing. Born and raised
Mm.
Bills.
Steve Mavro started following me. Steve Madden. Steve Madden.
Bro, for Wall Street is golden.
I knew someone knew what I was talking about. Y'all saw they put it on Netflix?
Yeah, of course. Bro, yeah.
That's a
I
wild
gave up
movie.
12 hours of my life watching that movie. Literally watched like 3 times,
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
Man, it's fucked up what they were doing, but they were living that life.
What? I'm gonna get like that.
Huh? Ah, your service is bad, bro. It's kind of like choppy.
I'll do a couple years.
Okay. Um, Bryson, so should we cross that line again? My entry was bad, but we're back in it.
How you doing?
I should have got in here,
Yeah.
but it's fine. Because we already caught that first one, so we at least got a piece. Made money. Cool. So the story of the Jade Master. Brandon, appreciate you asking for this. So it's it's kind of like a trading parable, if you will. I don't want to forget the whole story, so I kind of needed a second just to remember everything. But so long time ago, they used to have markets, right? Back before currency was mostly traded, people would trade goods, right? You trade a goat for a cow, you trade a diamond for some food, right? So back in the day, they used to have jade masters, and a jade master was someone who took jade, which is like a, a fine uh, rock, and they would, yeah, like a stone, and they would form it into something beautiful, right? Like a necklace or jewelry. So it was very profitable if you were a jade master, right? A jade master was like it was difficult, but it was like a luxury job. You didn't have to be what 95% of everyone else was, which was either farming or a blacksmith building tools, right? A jade master was kind of like a special job for people who had a special talent. So one of the problems with jade is it's extremely hard to tell if jade is real or not, right? Kind of like with some diamonds nowadays, they have like lab diamonds and things like that. It's hard to tell which ones are real and which ones are fake. And so there was this young boy, and he lived in the village and was at the market one day, and he saw the jade master working. And he saw that he had, nice clothes and he was wearing nice things. He had the best looking donkey out there, you know. And so he walked up to the older man and he said, "Hey, excuse me. I live in this town. I was wondering if you could teach me how to master jade. I want to be a jade master just like you when I grow up." And the guy said, "Sure." I'll teach you to be a jade master, but you have to show up to my house at 8 a.m. and knock on the door. So the kid says, all right, I'll be there at 8 a.m. So leaves the market, goes home. He's excited, right? Gets a good night's sleep, wakes up first thing. He's there 10 minutes early, right? He's waiting. As soon as he reads his sundial and it hits 8 o'clock, he knocks on that door. No answer. So he waits for a second. He knocks again. As soon as he knocks the second time, the old man opens. He said, good morning. It's good to see you. Good to see you too. The kid walks in, and the old man hands him a broom. And he's like, I need you to sweep this room. And then once you're done sweeping this room, I'll go ahead and we can start teaching you about jade. We can start your jade lessons. So the kid's like, all right, I don't mind. I'm sure the old man doesn't want to just help me for free. So he'll probably just have me do this and then teach me. So the kid sweeps the whole room. And it wasn't bad, right? He just swept. So he swept up, cleaned up, went and dumped all the stuff, went and grabbed the old man. Hey, I finished cleaning. Can you teach me about jade? So he said, sure. And they go sit down in the living room. The old man tosses him a jade, and they sit there. And the old man tells them about tree frogs and tells them about where tree frogs come from, how long they live, how they make more tree frogs, and starts telling them about all the different types of tree frogs. And so the kid's patient. He starts listening. But after about 45 minutes to an hour, he starts getting tired. And so he's been listening to tree frogs for 45 minutes. So he asked the old man, he says, hey, I really appreciate you telling me about tree frogs, but I came here to learn about jade. And so the old man was like, okay, well, that'll conclude your lesson for today. I need you to go home. If you want, you can come back tomorrow, and I'll teach you some more about jade. So he's like, okay. He hands the old man the jade back. He leaves. He goes home, kind of confused. He's like, so what's going on? Am I just sweeping this old guy's house? I feel like he didn't teach me anything about jade. So he's kind of frustrated, but goes home, gets a good night's sleep. He's not as excited the second day, but he still goes, right? Goes to the jade master's house, knocks on the door. Same thing. Guy doesn't open. Knocks the second time. As soon as he knocks the second time, the guy opens the door. He goes in there. The old man hands him the broom. He says, I appreciate you sweeping this room yesterday. Now I need you to sweep the back room. So the kid's like, all right, I want to be a jade master. I want to dress like this guy. I want to have the kind of house this guy has. So I'll just go ahead and sweep. Maybe it's just a test, and he's trying to get me to see if I'll stay, right? See if I really want it. So the kid goes back. He sweeps the back room. He's finishes sweeping the back room. Goes and tells the old man. And the old man says, good job. It looks good. Hold this piece of jade and let's go talk in the living room. So they go to the living room. They're sitting there talking. And the old man, he doesn't talk about tree frogs, but today he talks about earthworms. So he tells the kid about the earthworms. Tells him where they come from, how they make more, where they grow at, what they need to eat. And he ends up talking about earthworms for about the same amount of time, about an hour. And so the kid, getting frustrated again, he said, can you please teach me about jade? At this point, I feel like you're just getting work out of me for free. I'm confused. I feel like I haven't learned anything about jade. So the old man sighs. He stands up. He's like, it's time for you to go home today. And so the kid hands the old man the piece of jade back. They leave. So now he's pissed. He's kind of like, this old man just got me to sweep almost his whole house now, and I haven't even learned anything. So old man tells him, come back the third day. Kid really not wanting to come back. He thought about it. And he's like, okay, I'll go one last time. Right? After the third strike, I'm done. I won't even care about jade anymore if he doesn't want to help me. So the kid goes, same thing, knocks the first time, no answer. Knocks the second time, opens on the first knock. Old man, big smile on his face, happy to see him. Same thing happens. He hands him the broom. He says, all right, I need you to go sweep out back. The kid sweeps out back. He sweeps for about 40 minutes, finally picks up. And the old man says, okay, good job. Let's go in the living room and I'll teach you about jade. So same thing, same routine. The old man hands him a piece of jade and goes and sits down on the couch. They start talking. The old man talks about a random subject for about 40 minutes. And kid gets frustrated. He said, look, I came here to learn jade. You haven't taught me anything about jade. You taught me about tree frogs. You taught me about earthworms. You taught me about everything but jade. I'm tired of you working me for free, and I'm getting nothing out of it. So the old man, same thing. He sighs. He goes, okay, give me that piece of jade back. And the kid with the rock in his hand looks at it and he said, this isn't a jade. That's it. So the moral of the story, right? Every other day, the old man had given him a jade. The kid was sitting there for an hour just playing with it in his hands, figuring out what it feels like, figuring out what it smells like, how it feels in his hand, what do the edges feel like. And on the last day, the old man gave him a different stone. So the kid, the whole time, even though he didn't know it, he'd been learning about jade, and the old man had been teaching him about jade. Because when you go look at it, back in the day, like kind of like I started in the beginning, the hardest part was figuring out what was real jade and what wasn't. So that was the kid's first lesson in jade, was figuring out whether it is an actual jade or not. Yeah? Not bad?
Yeah.
Yeah? Huh?
That's a fire ass fucking story. I don't care what anybody says.
I was like, maybe by the dead silence, no one liked it.
Nah, I was listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just confused. I was like,
Record
yeah,
that
I was
shit.
just like the kid. I'm like, bitch, I thought we was learning about Jade. It was kind of like a Karate Kid type of thing,
Yeah.
like washing dishes and shit, sweeping.
Yep. Yeah, man. The whole time he was learning, he didn't even know it.
Yeah, that's the Karate Kid type shit. That's literally how all people used to teach back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, it's just it really is so true when it comes to trading, because I feel like, you know, like you, Brandon, Dimitri, you know, I know you guys at this point, like, you know, like Jade, you know where your trade is and where your trade isn't, you know, and now it's just you're working the craft. But I'm sure that there's been times, kind of like even just in the academy, and when I was doing the academy and all the VIP stuff, there's been times where maybe I was teaching on something or talking on something and you didn't really understand kind of why I was saying it that way or why I was teaching it that way. But I'm sure kind of as you grew and matured in your own trading, it just made, you know, more and more sense. Like, oh, I see why he doesn't want to put a ton of risk on every single trade, right? Instead of risking 2% per trade, why does this guy say sometimes he'll do a 0.25% or 0.5% when everyone on social media is doing this, you know? So it's kind of like you do gain that appreciation for it. And it's like even for me, like, because I heard that story from ICT on one of his Twitter spaces. So I'm kind of just retelling the story. But, you know, with his stuff, if you know anything about his content, it's very long lectures. You know, there's very long lectures, especially back in like the 2016 stuff. I don't keep up with this stuff as much anymore. But it really is important. Like, for example, right? I want y'all to think about this, right? Y'all know I do these calls for free, right? I've been doing them for free for a couple months now. There's 800 something people in that Telegram group. 800. And there's 10 people here. You see what I'm saying? And it's free. But because so many people, they don't want to sit through that part of the long story. They don't want to sit through the guy's living room holding that piece of jade feeling like, okay, what am I gaining right now? Right? Because throughout this whole call, most of you have been on here the whole call. You didn't. There was probably 20 minutes where I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here. But you waited, and then eventually you got something out of it at some point, right? Now most people aren't going to want to do that, you know. So it just goes to show, right? You want to talk about 1%, right? 800. There's 10 people here. That's probably less than 1%, right? So you guys are the 1%ers. You're putting in the extra work. You're going through the monotonous, boring part of watching price print for no reason, right? Most people can't watch price move without mashing buttons and trading the whole time. And I've talked about this story multiple times, but you know, I'm from the South, so I grew up hunting and stuff, and I've talked about that example a lot of times, man. The people who did the best in the woods and in the deer lease that we were on were the people who just enjoyed being in the woods. They didn't necessarily have to be shooting something all the time. They enjoyed just being outside, just going and sitting in the woods, right? And the 10 of you that are here, you're having to learn enjoying just sitting at the charts, not pushing buttons, but just sitting at the charts, watching and waiting for what? You might not even know. Your setup might be already gone, right? We might not be taking any more trades for the rest of the day. But when you build that skill of just enjoying being here at your computer, on your phone, right? Wherever you're at right now, I'm sure you're here most of the week, Monday through Friday, right? So you're building that skill of enjoying just being content, just sitting there, right? And that is a skill in itself. Don't believe me, right? Why are there only 10 people here? Because it's hard. Right? It's hard to get up early in the morning and stare at a chart when you know you might not even take a trade, or you might take one. So I definitely commend you guys for being here. I know it's not easy to do it every single day, but I see most of you every single day. Sometimes like the names aren't registered. It says like iPhone, like I don't know who iPhone is, but Mac, Christian, Laquan, Lex, Malcolm, Dimitri, Brandon, Sammy. I see y'all in here every day, you know, and it's kind of like it's with anything that takes like high achievement. You know, you in the beginning, right? I first started doing the free calls. There are like 30, 40 people on here. But that time starts going on. People start falling out. The dopamine starts wearing off. You know, but can you still push through? Because that's ultimately that's the only place your growth is going to be, is right outside that comfort zone. And so if you continually put yourself outside of your comfort zone, you continually grow. It's the same no matter if it's health, wealth, fitness, whatever it is, right? You could compare it to the gym, you could compare it to fighting, sports. At some point, you feel that burnout. At some point, it comes. And so you either do what you're supposed to do anyway, or you just wait till you feel good again, till you have some motivation, till you see someone catching a big move on social media, and then you catch that motivation wing again, right? That's not the people that are here. The people that are here every day. Whether we had a big win yesterday, big loss, whatever it is. And honestly, because that is what it takes to do trading, is it really just takes like a mundane, extreme consistency is what it takes. You have to be consistent to the extreme. Like when you have no motivation, like zero, none. And you're like, hate the charts. There's some weeks where you're going to hate the charts and they just don't feel right. You're like, this feels dumb. I feel like I'm wasting my time, right? But that is where you're learning Jade. That's where you're learning Jade, is when you sit and you wait and you don't do anything. That's when you're learning. That's when you're getting better. It's not supposed to feel good, right? And that's the point. That's why so many people run from it. That's why it's hard to be successful. you know, because at the end of the day, what human on earth doesn't know how to work out? Let's just talk about America, right? We don't want to use the whole. Who in America doesn't know how to work out? None, right? But why is like 90% of America like obese? It's not a knowledge problem. It's a discipline problem. It's a I want to be comfortable all the time problem. And that mindset does not yield results, right? And so it's like they know how to work out. They know it. I'm sure we've all been there. I know how to work out. I'm not as skinny as I'd like to be, right? So it's a comfort problem. It's chasing comfort and not chasing the hard stuff, you know. And it's every time that I shift my mindset and I can start enjoying the mundane, like I said, the sitting through it. That's where all my gains have come from, you know. And like it's funny because when you're young, you know, you see all these quotes and stuff about you can't go out on Friday nights and Saturday nights and can't be going to the bars and I always thought that it was kind of like a joke or whatever, you know, but I really did do that when I was coming through my trading journey. There were Fridays where I was up till 1 in the morning, you know, Saturdays up till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, not out with people, but just in my office, sitting at my computer, doing something. Did I necessarily want to be doing that? Would I rather have gone out with my friends? Of course. I'm not a psychopath, right? But I know this is something that I need to sacrifice for because it's something that I care about. I think it's very rare. Since everyone's here, I think you'd agree with me on this, but I think it's very rare that you find things in life that kind of just change the way you think, right? And they kind of change the way you act and the way you move. It's very rare that you find things like that. So when you do find something like that, something that really makes you tick, you know, something that really does it for you, that's like where your calling is, right? As a human, because we're all made for something. We all have some kind of gift, right? And it's through our lives and through hardship that we kind of grow into that gift and learn more about it, you know, because once you go through a hardship, that's kind of how you mature and get out of it, you know. You have to run into a problem and solve that problem to get better, right? Like they say, you know, the best entrepreneurs, the people who do the best in business, they're really just the best at solving problems, right? Because if you can save someone time or money, they'll pay whatever for it, right? If I could save you, right? Say you made $1 million a year, and I could save you 500 grand a year. Would you pay me $1 million? Yeah. Right? Because you know it's going to pay off. Same thing with time. If you could save everyone on the earth 3 seconds, if you could save everyone 3 seconds, you'd be a billionaire. A billionaire. But yeah, hope it was a good rant. Hope you guys got something from it. I'm not known to rant too much, but I am known to rant from time to time. Ended up being a nice trade right there. Damn, NASDAQ did it again. I'm gonna have to do like a little lesson on these zones soon. They're usually pretty strong. I don't think we have one here. I just drew that line as the breaker. Let's see.
Hey, remind me to have you be there when I go camping, so you could be the storyteller around the campfire.
Hey, bro, don't mess with me, man. I love camping. I'll go.
He'll talk all day.
You guys are sick. That's my guy, though. This is a good sick.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I got my brother here with me.
Oh yeah, I bet.
He's working with me, and he's learning the trade now. So I'm excited to be teaching him.
He's been teaching me about dumbass Jade for like a week now.
Yeah, y'all think y'all get it, man. I'll sit down. Yeah. Y'all gonna be here a while. No, I'm joking. But
You may take that.
Dude, last time I went camping, I had a broken arm, and I fell asleep with my hand outside the tent, and a bunch of red ants were going inside my cast. Dude, worst experience of my life. Yeah.
The last time
I suck at melting marshmallows, by the way.
I think the last time I went camping, no, the last camping trip that I remember though was like truly camping, like in a tent, was when I was in college. And bro, one of my friends from school, we were like planning this trip, and someone overheard it at football practice. One of my other friends, and he was like, "Yo, I want to go." And we're like, "You sure, bro? Like, we're camping for real. This ain't no like RV. Like, we're gonna be out in the woods, you know?" And he was like, "Yeah, bro. I've been camping all the time." And basically, bro, we went out there. He had not been camping. It was like we had a tent, right? And we had like a big light in the middle, and so we were going to sleep. We turned the light off. It was my friend Tony, bro. And like maybe 20 minutes after we like turn the light off, it turns back on. And it was Tony. He's sitting straight up with the light on. He's like, "Bro, I hear something out there. Like, they have bears out here?" I'm like, "No, bro, we're in the middle of Texas. Like, it's probably a raccoon or a possum. Just go to sleep." And so we turn the light off. Same thing, bro. About 10, 20 minutes later, that light turns back on, wakes us all up. "Tony, bro, what are you doing?" He's like, "I swear there's something out there, bro. I swear there's something out there." And so this man stayed up all night, didn't get any sleep, because he was scared shitless the whole night, bro. Oh, man, it was funny. He had someone come pick him up the next day. Oh, shit, bro.
I would have been fucking with him the whole night.
Yeah, bro. It's kind of, most people, like my friend group, I guess, like most people don't understand like our humor sometimes. Like we'll be saying something super serious but like completely joking, you know? Like and we're walking down this one trail, and like, to preface this, right? I'm completely joking. Like, we were not serious, but we're walking down this trail, and we're like for like football playing college guys. Like, we're bigger than average, right? I'm 6 foot, and everyone else that was with me was taller than me, bigger than me, faster than me, stronger than me, right? I'm with some big dudes. And there's these two older ladies. They're like 65, right? Like older women. And like they were kind of like looking at us weird as like we were walking by. And so one of my friends was like making a joke. He was like, "Oh man, you saw how those old ladies were looking at us? Like, we gotta whoop their ass now." Like joking, you know? And so like me and my other couple buddies are joking as well. We're like, "Yeah, man, like those old ladies can't be looking at us like that, you know? I'm not gonna tolerate this disrespect." But we're saying it like serious, like obviously we're joking, but we're saying it as serious tones because like as a joke, you know? But Tony's like, "No, bro, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't beat up these old women." And we thought he was joking with us, So we hit back. We're like, yeah, bro, we're definitely gonna do it. Like, aren't you down? And he's like, no, bro, no, I'm not down. And so like we keep walking down the trail. We pass up the old ladies. We're like, hey, y'all, how's it going? Y'all have a good day, you know. And as we're passing them up, like we're about to cut off this trail, and we notice that Tony's not with us. And bro, it was like right as we're about to pass these ladies up, he dipped, bro. He turned around and just dipped on us, and we didn't even know he left. But man, it was just like, man, you should not go camping. He scared the hell out of that poor guy. But yeah, man, fun stories,
I'm
fun
guessing it's
stories.
Clay that said that.
Yeah, it was Clay that said it, and then me and Tyler like kind of hopped on board with it, like joking, you know.
Yeah, yeah. But I assumed it was Clay.
Yeah, it was Clay. That's his humor, you know. But Tony straight left, man.
Tyler who?
Erskine.
Uh-oh.
Damn, that S&P. NASDAQ turned too. Wow. That NASDAQ was clean. Later, Malcolm. You have a good one, bro. Cool. Does anyone have any questions? Appreciate y'all staying on. Mac, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on, man? I've been kind of busy, man. I've been on and off, but all is well, man. You know, you got a good week, bad week, like you were saying earlier. But
Yep.
for the most part, man, you already know how long I've been down, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
man, I'm in this thing to win it, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying everything, man. Dolly, you're awesome, bro. I appreciate it, man. Not everybody can do this, man.
Right.
Nobody,
Seriously.
not everybody can instruct and teach and have good analogies like you have, man. It just sticks, just like that guy brought up that story.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck with him, you know?
Yep.
Stuck with him, and that was good. And
Yeah.
like you said, you know, you got 800 strong on Telegram, and, you know, I'm glad to be a part of that 1%, brother. You
Yeah,
know?
seriously.
If I don't, look, if I don't ever be a part of the other 1%, I'm part of this 1%. So I finally made it.
Hey, that's what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
sir.
I finally made it because I don't have to be with nobody else but Kyler, man.
Hey, come on. Appreciate that,
You
man.
know, and Archie, you know, y'all two, man, let's go. We're going to run it up.
Yes, sir.
I've been learning from Brandon and the other guys. I try to hop on with them too, you know, when
Mm-hmm.
I get a chance. But they strong with it, man.
Good,
I
man.
really appreciate them.
Yeah,
You know,
what do you feel like is your biggest struggle right now? Like what are you have any barriers that you're trying to break through or anything?
no, I think as long as I've been going back to the academy and
Mm-hmm.
learning all the ICT, and I kind of just taking back tests each one of them, so it's lengthy when you're back testing. A lot of people just want to back test and get out of it, but it takes a couple of days and sometimes a week or so just to back test a strategy
Yeah.
because the market's not the same every day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you try to apply a strategy and you know, like IDR, DR, and those things don't fan out the way you expected. You know, some people don't think, you know, you have to also use anything in your tool bag, the PD arrays, in order to get through that. Because if you start relying on just that strategy coming out of back testing, you kind
Mm-hmm.
of get stuck on that, and that's all you're looking for. So when you go back to the market, you got to be able to, okay, hey, what's the audibles in these plays?
Right.
Not just that play,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my biggest struggles because every time I back test, I'm looking. I'm getting those reps in. When I get to the live chart, it seemed like I done forgot everything else. I
Yeah.
forgot how to put it all together. So that was one of my biggest struggles. I'm still struggling with it from time to time, but right now I'm being consistent, whether it's a win or a loss, and the losses are smaller, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm losing less because I'm not taking those trades that I would have taken in the past.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
I get on here. I can sit here with you the whole 2 hours, Tyler. I don't have to push a button.
That's
I
good, man. That's
I
good.
don't because the simple fact that before, like you said earlier, man, I was trying to get everything that moved.
Yeah.
So, but I
Yeah.
really appreciate that, man. And you know, I do have some other things I'm working on. Like I said, I want to get back into the VIP Academy. So as you load them back up, I'm looking at 'em, you know.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, man. I was gonna say so. I like the IDR the DRIDR stuff, but I just feel like it has to start there, because I feel like it doesn't refine it enough for
Yeah,
like entries and exits and everything, in the middle. Like, let me see. I think I
yeah,
have it here. We could check where it's at.
yeah. I'm actually on
There we go.
S&P. Doing pretty good. It's coming up.
So yeah, like right now we don't have a close.
No,
Do we have it on S&P?
I think so.
Yeah, so we did. Okay. So we got that 5 minute close there on S&P, which
Yeah,
it means that there's a 75% chance, or what's it, 88? There's an 88% chance that we don't close below this low,
that's right.
right? But the only problem is we could be bearish this whole session.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I think like that's where it comes in is like you could use ICT concepts, and like instead of just trying to get in every trade, you could look for your PD arrays. Like right here would be like this propulsion block. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then it gets into the issue of okay, that's fine if you want to trade that, but what is the probability of that? Because we know that there's an 88% chance that it doesn't close below the low, but
Exactly.
what are the chances that a setup in here works? We might not know. We have to go test that. And then, kind of like you said, that's a whole week right there. Because
Yeah.
you got to go back at least a year, at least a year or two, I would think.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Especially on that one pair.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was telling someone I look at 100 charts a day. And how
Mhm.
you do that? Well, if I'm looking at different time frames on different charts, then that's 100 charts. If I'm looking at the 515, if I'm looking at three time frames on one instrument or one pair, man, that's a lot of charts.
Yeah.
you know. And
Mhm.
I'm looking at them for specific reasons, not because of the pair, just to see if they're moving in the kill zone like everything else is.
Mhm.
Just to study the moves.
Yeah.
But it's been exciting, man. I've been in this thing. I've been in you always at a point where, man, I'm never at where I want to be yet, and I'm running for that, and that makes it feel even better.
Yeah. Good.
But if I say, oh man, I'm doing consistent, I'm good. All right, I'm all right. I'll just take this. It's me what I need, but I want more. I want whatever the depth is in trading is.
Mhm.
Whatever that depth is, that's where I want to be. Deep,
Yeah.
deep.
Man, I had a conversation with someone the other day because I don't think you're wrong for having that mindset, and that's the same mindset that I had. But I want to challenge you with this, right? It's kind of I was talking about this morning is like who's gonna get more results, right? The guy that knows everything about working out but doesn't go, or the guy that knows nothing about working out and shows up.
Yeah,
And so I would just say in trading, like, you don't necessarily need to know everything. You just need to know what works.
exactly.
And so like, don't
Tell
d-
them.
don't
Tell
take
them.
Yeah,
don't chase knowledge just for like the sake of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're just double checking and making sure that knowledge is sound.
actually, yeah,
You know
that's
what I
where I'm
mean?
at. I've learned that part. I
Yeah.
definitely learned. And just to get fluent with it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
as much as possible. And that's the first thing Archie told me.
Yeah.
When
You don't want to
the
learn
first
too
time I got to
much,
see
man.
him, man, he told me, he said, man, you know too much. You learn fast.
Yeah.
He said, all you got to do is execute,
Yep.
execute, get the revenue. And so yeah, he told me that a long time ago, and I've been, you know, yeah,
He's a smart cat, man.
yes, Lord, y'all, both of y'all, man, both of y'all together is like, I would like to be in the same room with both of y'all. It's coming. If y'all allow it, I'm gonna come through there.
Yeah, man. I gotta go talk to him soon. We had lunch maybe a month ago, so I gotta hit him up and maybe we'll schedule something again soon.
I don't think I want to go camping with you.
Hey, I don't blame you on that one, bro. I don't blame you.
Like that other guy, go to sleep, bro. Okay.
you
I mean,
never you
look,
never been camping like that?
I camped in Iraq, bro.
Yeah.
So I go to sleep anywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Don't lock me low. I can lay it down.
Hey, for real.
I really enjoyed this, man. I really enjoy y'all so much. I enjoy the community, all the questions, all the good, bad, and the great in
Right.
this community. You know.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're learning every day.
Oh man, I'm having a ball with this thing. Really having a ball.
That Jade though.
Yeah. yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to have him say something about that story when that story's too much of a gem.
Yeah, bro, it is.
Yeah,
That's my
bro.
first time hearing it. I was like, man, damn, why you ain't
So
telling
For the other 790 people that aren't here, they can suck it.
Yeah. Man, and he cracked me up, man.
And I said that to my girl the other day too. I'm like, it's crazy that T has so many people up in the Discord, the Telegram, and there's nobody in the Zooms. I'm like, such ungrateful motherfuckers.
Hey, man,
Y'all
it
gotta
is.
let them know they're fucking up.
Yeah, for real.
And man, you know what? It's like the kid that always likes doing bad things. I'm not gonna keep telling him to do it. I'm just whip that ass in the market.
Yeah. Just whoop that ass, man. Hey, but like, you know.
And they're gonna be sitting there with a shitty P&L at the end of the day.
Yeah. They can go watch someone with a Lambo.
I went to the bank yesterday and I saw a dude in a pista. He was just coming out the ATM and I asked him like, "Yo, what do you do?" And of course, real estate.
Hell
But,
yeah.
I was telling him, to get up under his skin. I was just like, "Yeah, dude, what year is that?" He was like, "Oh, it's a 2020. But it still rises now." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude, a foreign's a foreign. I don't care. I don't have. Why would I judge you what year it is? I don't care."
Right.
I'm like, "But I'm beginning mine in like the next 6 months. 2023 model, 2024. Just trying to hurt his feelings."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, hopefully." I was just like, "Nah, dude, I'm just joking with you."
That's funny.
What car do you have?
He said a Pista.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a Ferrari.
Yeah. Isn't that a Ferrari? No, I think that's a Ferrari. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't really grow up around cars, so.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That was my brother that was asking.
It was a yellow one. Shit was nice. Kind of something like Q's. Q-Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Nice.
But
Man, this is a new strategy I'm working on here.
what's this one consist
It's just looking for 100-point raids.
Okay.
And it's buying the reversal. So like, it has to get at least 100 points away for it to trigger. And I don't really have entry models or data yet. So I don't know exactly the series that I'm going to use as far as steps. Let's see. But, yeah, so like for example, this one would be a loss. Like, that's just where I've started at, is at 100 points. So like right there, it would be a buy, and it would have got stopped out. Well, and it's only going to be a buy stop. So like this one, we don't really know for sure unless we go to the 1 minute, and really we wouldn't know for sure unless we went to like the couple second chart. Yeah, you see how this one passed through on the downside but never on the buy side?
Mm-hmm.
So that wouldn't have triggered until it cleared it on the buy side here, because it would have just, as it passes through, it's going to place a buy stop here, and so it wouldn't have bought until right here, which is fine, because then look, it played out. So it bought here, and it would have played out. And the same thing here, 556, 656. This one would have triggered and lost once, and then it would have triggered again here. Would have been fine.
And the one at the top, that would have been a trigger for a sell limit?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't have the full sequence yet because, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I don't have to catch these big moves. I just have to, it has to be consistent enough, And so like, I'm going to have to look at all the sessions and look at where the probability's at based on the, first I'm going to go through, and maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do back testing for this And I should just record it in a YouTube video and build a system around it. Or maybe I shouldn't. I'll just record it and send it to you, bro.
I'm about to say, fuck YouTube.
I'm with it.
That's funny. Yeah, man. You know, sometimes, sometimes you give so much to it's like you feel like, damn, are they even watching any of it?
Yeah.
At least that's what I feel about your content. I'm like, damn, man, T just putting out so much fire shit, bro. Like, I know I at least try taking my time to at least watch it, even if I'm like in the fucking car trying to watch it, driving with my girl, and she's just like, all right, you play another one? I'm like, yeah. All right, well, I can't watch all of them. At least I try watching some. But some people, I'll be like, damn, bro, I bet you guys don't even watch anything, because you guys come here asking the same shit, looking for the same dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have the same time though, so I understand. I don't try holding it against.
Right. Yeah, man. It's just, it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like ICT's Instagram got hacked.
Oh my god, no, it didn't, dude. He's probably lit his top right now.
Look, there's that cave that Anthony was telling us about out on Evans Land.
Mm-hmm.
20 foot deep. That's just one of them.
Is that the cavern they're depositing gas into? Or
No, that's another one that he found. The one that they're depositing gas into is like huge.
Yeah.
It's like 60 foot deep. They're gonna have to go in there and pump something into it so that the gas like doesn't escape or leave.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Yeah. You saw that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it, didn't I?
I hate how the reels it kind of like crops things just a little bit more than you'd expect.
I thought Canva.
No, Canva kind of helps with it sometimes.
Well, after you create it, can't you save it in the like an Instagram style format?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're not like theirs aren't like that great either.
Mm.
This thing's about to roll through the high again, bro. Look. So look, I'm still. This one's a little bit later, but I'm still in. But I already took most of the partials.
What are you at now?
I'm at
You're over 130 now?
133. So 7K.
When did you start? Last week? This week?
It was started last week on the 12th or the 11th.
What day was that?
Monday or Tuesday.
So, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 33%. Nothing, some slight. Some slight. I gotta call this one guy.
What do you call Granddad?
Yeah.
Granddad, we got it.
That one guy never said nothing back, right? The
You
person we
talking about
reached
the
out to.
realtor?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's
He
gonna
just
want
wants way too much,
Yeah,
bro.
like 400.
And he's landlocked. Like he's a dumbass,
no,
bro.
no, it's not. It's not landlocked. Granddad has about 150 feet of easement on that road. So the people behind them are landlocked, but the person right there is not.
So it's not landlocked.
Nuh-uh. It's Granddad has legal easement for about 150 feet.
No, I'm saying the other property. Mark's property.
Nah. Yeah, Mark Kaplan's is not landlocked with the easement, but the people behind him, behind Granddad, they are landlocked. Because there's only about 150 feet of that easement coming in to Peaceful Pines or whatever it is. And we should be hearing back from that road foreman on Monday.
Okay.
And
He's just quoting us on building the road.
no, he's gonna go tell those motherfuckers to move.
Oh yeah, he's gotta go move them. Okay.
Yeah. We might have to go clear the dirt ourselves though, because I'm pretty sure that guy's not gonna do that shit.
That's fine, bro.
Bring Randy's Traco out there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to get permission from the county and the road foreman
Yeah, we still need to talk with the planning department too.
for San Jack.
Yeah, for the 50 acre.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys want to see here? Like, what?
Well, I gotta figure out what's going on first.
Because I was reading this thing, and I think it was John talking about it. Yeah, because Manuel, the guy who wrote the book through his program, was asking about some subdivides, and asking about 2 to 20 acre subdivides, and John basically was saying go talk to the county because they don't really like. Most counties don't want new subdivisions,
Yeah,
which I'm like, that don't make sense. Why?
because of the tie-ins, their infrastructures.
Yeah,
They
but
can't handle it.
still, I'm like,
They do want it. They just need it in specific areas where
Yeah.
the infrastructure can handle it.
right.
Which
So we need to figure out
that's
that.
why I have to call the precinct today, but they're closed on Friday.
Those fuckers. I'm gonna go work for the city, so I don't have to work on Friday.
It's just that precinct, that commissioner.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we probably should go see Donna and Anthony next week or the week after.
Yeah, call that fucking dude today. If he'll give us 10 grand for that,
Yeah. Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
We'll give him a bulk deal. Be like, we'll give you all, give all these deals to you for like 40, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever we can scrounge.
Wait, what guy?
That guy sent us a letter.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If he's offering us like 4, I'll be like, no.
No. Yeah. But if he'll pay close to market, just sell them. Like, how many do you want? We gotta send that thing. Let me write that down. We gotta send that quote sheet to Bobby.
Okay.
Hope he made it home okay last night. I texted him about that apartment he sent me, and he never replied. But
It takes a while to reply sometimes.
his ass probably didn't get home till 1 o'clock.
Nah, he didn't like it there, he said.
Yeah. What else did we need? Oh yeah. I want to get a Bay Cliff
Oh, yeah.
list
Bay Cliff
together.
list.
Yeah. That way,
Yeah,
we just mail it because obviously San Leon has proven to be difficult. Here, let me mute this. Hold on. Yeah, it's 10. All right, chum. I'm gonna hop off. It's 10 o'clock. Caught that one little long, and I ended up getting in the long again. I just didn't have a chance to copy it over. But it was really a simple setup. Just ran that Asia low right there twice. Got in that first one here, and then when I got in the second one, like I said, I wasn't able to copy it over in time, but that's going to be it for me. Appreciate y'all being on the call, and I'll talk to you real soon. See y'all.
All right, thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
See y'all. Y'all have a good one. Later. See Christian. See Laquan. See Brandon. See Sammy. Yeah, no problem. Yep, peace. See y'all.